always want what we can't have. It's human nature, right? Well, as Porsche people, we spend a fair amount of time thinking about what our favorites in the past would look like if they remained in production like the 911. Here are 3 updated versions of classic Porsches, the 914, the 928, and the 944. We'll talk about how Porsche might resurrect them and why it would be a good idea to do it. The 914. The Porsche 914 was a lightweight Targa-roofed roadster that was built in cooperation with VW. It was actually called a VW Porsche in Europe, and it came with a VW-built Flat 4 or a 911-derived Flat 6. It carried the entry-level flag for Porsche from 1970 through 1976. Back in the day, it wasn't always accepted by the Porsche faithful, but 50 years on, it's now much more treasured by Porsche fans, especially younger ones. We think that Porsche needs a car like the 914 in its current lineup, but with a twist. We think that a new 914 should be electric. It's not lost on anyone that the Taycan Turbo S is the second quickest car that Porsche offers at the moment. In short order, electric power is going to become the gold standard for serious performance cars, particularly among younger enthusiasts. And if all Porsche has to offer for younger buyers is a used internal combustion only 718 Boxster, they risk losing a generation of enthusiasts. A new electric 914 would be good looking, very quick, very fun to drive, and probably have decent range. While heavy batteries would make the original 914's 2,200 pound curb weight a fantasy, with a low center of gravity and torque on demand, an EV 914 would be a killer autocrosser. The 928. The Porsche 928 had a long run, from 1978 until 1995. And the thing is, for most, if not all of that run, it was probably the best car on the planet. In Germany, it was better than having a light plane. You could average 150 plus miles an hour on the Autobahn and be 300 miles away from your starting point in just about 2 hours. Porsche's competitors like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Aston Martin, Ferrari all have big front-engine 2+2 coupes. Porsche most notably doesn't have anything to play with that elite crowd, but they could, and it would make a lot of sense. Our modern-day 928 would be based on a shortened Panamera platform, and we get all the best stuff from the GTS and the Turbo S models. It would be a true flagship, capable of besting all comers from Britain, Italy, and Germany. We take ours in a throwback color like Minerva Blue with a Pasha interior. The 944. The 944 saved Porsche in the 1980s. It gave them a much-needed volume seller, and Americans couldn't get enough of them at first. Guards Red 944s seemed like they were everywhere, including the classic John Hughes film 16 Candles. Stiff competition from Japan and a rising Deutschmark took the air out of 944 sales, but it remained a great sports car. The turbo version could even give the 911 a serious run for its money. It ended its run as the more powerful and slightly restyled 968. A modern-day 944 would be a car that most of us here at PCA would love to drive. We miss having an under 3,000-pound, tossable, analog-feeling sports car in the modern Porsche lineup. The problem is, there isn't a suitable lightweight, front-engine, rear-wheel drive platform anywhere in the modern VW group. To pull off something like a new 944, Porsche would have to go elsewhere, much like Toyota did when they went to BMW for the underpinnings for the new Supra. And speaking of Toyota, we love their 86 platform. Front engine, rear-wheel drive, and a curb weight of just over 2,700 pounds. Frankly, we'd love to see what Porsche could do with the 86, which gets its low nose by virtue of the fact that it's powered by a Boxer engine. Granted, it's a Subi motor to be exact, but we'd love to see if a naturally aspirated version of the 718-4 or the Carrera 6 could fit. A little Porsche magic with the chassis, some aluminum and composites added to the body structure to get the weight down to around 2,500 pounds, and we'd have the lightweight, analog-feeling sports car of our dreams. And rest assured, Porsche would make it look spectacular. If you had fun watching this, hit the like and subscribe buttons, and in the comments, let us know which one you think Porsche should build.